Welcome everyone to practice. I'm Kimberly. It's freezing here in North Carolina today. I hope you're staying warm wherever you are. I do want to say thank you guys. I'm almost up to 200 subscribers and I'm so overjoyed about that. It's been a journey to say the least, and I just hope to continue to get those numbers up and reach as many viewers as I can. Keep you inspired, keep you healthy and fit in your mind and body at all times. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing and liking. You guys rock. I do want to give a shout out to my teacher, Tiffany Cruikshank, on yoga medicine. I am a student and I apply what I learn through her, and she is just an invaluable resource. And check her out on yogamedicine.com. You won't regret it. For today, have a block at the top of the mat. We will be using it, and we will be just starting on our back. We'll see you there. Start with your feet together, knees wide, in Supta Baddha Konasana. Just take a couple full breaths. If you need to, out through the mouth. And then close your knees and just hug them into your chest. If it's comfortable, get in as tight as you can and then draw your sacrum away from your shoulders, so towards the floor. Make yourself into a tiny ball. And then take a full breath in, expand through the belly. As you exhale, soften. One more full breath. Good, and then release that tight grip. Just place each hand on your shins and rock and roll on your spine. And let's come right to tabletop. Spread the fingers, take an inhale, lengthen the front spine, look up for cow. Push away, round for cat. And then keep that sit back towards your heels, and then hover the knees, and then plug your upper arms into their sockets to broaden the chest. Now maintain that as you lift your hips for downward facing dog. And fan the fingers, feel the webbing between each finger spread. Hug inner to outer shoulder, and then gather the lowest portion of the belly to the spine. Send the breath laterally into the side ribs as you inhale. Just soften as you exhale. Inhale, ripple forward to plank, and then bring your knees down. Come to tabletop, and we're going to extend our tabletop, so right leg back. Exhale, thigh to chest, lift the left knee up, and then bring the knee down as you extend the leg. Knee to chest, lift the back knee. Adding on, leg up and back, down dog splits. Knee to chest, bird dog, knee down, leg back, knee to chest, and then leg up and back. So moving with the breath. Inhale, leg back, knee in, exhale, and then inhale, leg up, dog splits. So knee to chest, inhale, leg back, tap the knee, exhale, knee to chest, dog splits, leg up and back. One more. Actually, let's do 2 more. So you get the hang of it. And then pause in your dog split. Send that right foot down, downward facing dog. Slowly bring your knees down and then roll up to sit back on your heels. Toes are curled under. And we're going to work a little bit through the hips, mobility through the legs and the hips. So you might use a couple blocks or your fingertips here. When I stand on the knees initially, stretch your arms up. And then exhale, bring your fingertips down, sit back on your heels and lift your knees. And then bring your heels down and your hands might be down. But then come back to toe stand so the knees hover, sits bones on heels, and then bring the knees down. Inhale, stand on knees, gather low belly, stretch your arms up. And then exhale, sit back on your heels, use your fingertips if you need to, lift your knees up. And then bring your heels down. Lift your chest, and then let's do that one more. See how slowly you can move through. Once you get the hang of it, knees down, stand on them, arms up, and then sit back, lift the knees, and then heels down. And then fold forward. Good, rise to stand, soften the knees, reach the arms up. Exhale, pour forward and down. And then we're going to spin on the balls of our feet 180 degrees to the right. So right leg is crossed in front. You can step the feet in a little more so the ankles are crossed, and then inhale, lengthen the front spine. Exhale and fold. And you might walk your torso and your fingertips to the right as you hug your left hip back. Getting a nice stretch through the left side body. And then come back to neutral. Take an inhale, lengthen the front spine, and then step your left leg back. Bring your knee down for low lunge. Take an inhale, lift the chest, and then exhale, plant the palms, curl the back toes under, step back to plank. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, ripple forward to plank, and then bring your knees down. Second side. So bird dog, left leg back. Exhale, thigh to chest, lift the right knee. Inhale, bird dog. Exhale, thigh to chest, adding on. Dog splits, inhale. Exhale, thigh to chest. Inhale, bird dog. Exhale, thigh to chest. Dog splits, thigh to chest. Bird dog, thigh to chest. 3 more at your own pace. Now you hug the thigh in to your abdomen as you draw shoulders over wrists, and then pause in dog splits. Lengthen the waist, firm through the inner palms. And then send your left foot down. And then just drop the knees to tabletop. And then roll up to stand on your knees. Reach the arms up. Inhale, keep the toes curled under. Exhale, use your fingertips. Sit back on your heels. And then lift your knees. Bring your heels down. Lift the chest. And then lift the heels. Bring your knees down, hug your belly back, and then stand on them. Take an inhale, tailbone down, lengthen. Exhale, sit back. Lift the shins. Drop the heels. Lift. Heels. Drop knees. Inhale, stand on the knees. And then exhale, sit back and heels down. Take an inhale, push your feet all the way up. And then exhale, fold forward and down. And we're going to spin to our left. 180 degrees, left foot's in front. Take an inhale, lengthen. You can walk your feet in slightly. And then exhale, fold and walk your hands to the left. Hug the skin of the right hip back. And then come back to center. The left leg will stay forward. Step your right leg back. And then bring the knee down. Inhale, just lift your chest. Low lunge. Exhale, plant your palms. Step back to plank. And then take your vinyasa. And then we're going to move through that a couple more times. But we're going to kick it up a notch. So bring your knees down. And if you need to, stay on the hands or bring your elbows down. So it's going to be the same thing. I like to clasp my hands, but we're going to be on our forearms. So bird dog on our elbows, right leg back. And then we're going to lift that grounded knee as you bring right knee in. That's our breath out. Inhale, leg back. Exhale, knee in. Inhale, now dolphin splits. And then knee in, shoulder over wrist. Tap the left knee, right knee in. And then lift the hips, ears between biceps. And then sync it with the breath. So you have the exhale, thigh in. Inhale as you extend the hip. Now, working a little more through the shoulders, the hips, the core. Let's do 3 more. Getting the circulation going. And then pause with the leg up, ears between biceps, and just set the foot down. Drop the knees, and then come to stand on them. Reach your arms out and up, and then exhale, take your right arm under your left. Lift the elbows up, inhale, lengthen the front spine, and then exhale, just round your spine, sit back towards your heels, elbows towards your belly. Good, inhale, stand on your knees, reach the arms out and up, and then finding the sit bones to the heels, lift the shins. Drop the heels down, inhale. Push to stand, exhale. Take a breath in. Fold forward, exhale, breath out. Spin around your right foot in front. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Maybe walk your hands to the right. Come back to neutral, inhale. Left leg goes back. Heel to that right foot, right under the knee as you reach the arms up, low lunge. And then interlace your hands and push the right thigh away. Finding some active articulation here. So I want you to squeeze your feet towards one another. Right foot underneath you, left knee towards that right heel, so hugging in. And then soften and drop the hips, and then do that again. So you dig deeper through that left hip. And then do the opposite action here, so legs apart. Push your right heel down and forward. Try to lift your left knee up without lifting it, but then lengthen your tailbone down as you hug back through your belly. Just keep trying to move the feet, legs away from one another. Keep lengthening the tailbone down. 3, 2, good, and then exhale, release the hands. Vinyasa, just take it through. Ripple forward to plank, drop the knees, bring the elbows down. You can clasp the hands, but then left leg back, inhale. thigh to chest. Tap the knee, extend the hip, thigh to chest. Adding on, leg up and back, thigh to chest. Bird dog, thigh to chest. Dolphin splits, thigh to chest. Then sync it with the breath. Inhale. Keep the chest broad, right hip hugging in. 2 more. Last one. Pause with the left leg up. And then send that foot down. And then just bring your knees down. Come to stand on them. And then left arm under. Eagle wrap the arms. Take an inhale. Lift the elbows. And then curl the spine. Drive your navel in. Sit back towards your heels. Exhale. Open the arms up, stand on the knees, and then exhale, sit back on your heels, lift the shins. Drop the heels, lift the chest, push your feet to stand all the way up. Take a breath in, fold forward, breath out. And then spin around to your left 180 degrees. Left ankle's in front of right. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and walk it off to the left. Right hip back. Squeeze your thighs together and then inhale back to center. Step your right leg back. Bring that right knee down and lift your torso. So push your thigh away and now draw your feet towards one another. So actively engaging the legs, the core, the hips. And then soften and sink the hips down, and then do that again. Feeling the right glute. Really turn on left hamstring. And then do the opposite of that, so push away. As you root through your left foot, drive it forward, and feel as though you're lifting your right knee without lifting it. So drawing that right knee down and away from you. As you lengthen the tailbone down and hug back through the belly. 3. Really active. 2. Good, and then exhale, release. Just take it through your vinyasa. Legs are turned on. Take a full breath. Inhale, look to your hands, and then step your feet to your hands. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. And just hang there for a moment, empty. Empty out. You can sway a little side to side. And then soften the knees and rise up to stand. Reach the arms up. And thumbs to heart. Go stand on the right leg, bring your left knee to your chest, interlace around the shin. So just one more active articulation here. I want you to engage the legs, the quads, and then flex your left foot and pull your left thigh to your chest as you plug your shoulders back. So even the chest is active here. Stand as tall as you can, hug back through your belly, and then keep all that. Just release the arms. Keep plugging that thigh in, lengthening the spine as you hug back through your belly. And then just step the left foot back, enough to come to the ball of the foot. I want you to engage the legs, so hug your outer hips in, engage the quads, engage the core, bring your hands to your hips. So the key here is we're extending that left leg without drawing our pelvis forward. So put all the weight in the right foot, keep both legs as straight as you can, and then just lift the left leg. Draw your tailbone down, hug back through your belly. So again, the pelvis isn't tipping forward, it's just pure hip extension. Try to take it out of the low back. Hug back through your belly more. Push down through your right foot. 3, 2, step the left foot down. 1. Second side, right knee to chest. Push through the left foot. Hug that left outer hip in. And then use your arms, your chest, to plug the thigh in as you lengthen through the spine. Focus your drishti and keep this super active as you just release your hands. Did you start to round your spine? Hug back through the belly. Pull that right thigh in as you root through the left foot. 3. Spread through the chest. 2. And then step the right foot back just so you can curl the toes under, but keep both knees straight. So push down through the feet, hug in through the hips, hug back through the belly. Hands to hips so you're not taking your pelvis forward. Lengthen your tailbone down and just shift the weight to the left foot as you lift that right leg up to hover without tipping the pelvis. You should really feel right at the glute turn on, the hamstring, and then belly. 3, tailbone down, chest broad. 2, front ribs back. And then right foot down. 1. And just notice, step your feet hip width apart. Reach your arms up. Fold forward and down. I want you to stand on the right leg. Supported warrior 3. Hands under shoulders. Just stretch the front spine out. And then take it right to your standing splits. Find that same hugging in of the right hip. And straight left knee as you hug back through your belly. And then get your hands down, just hop your right foot back. Now we're gonna hop and switch our legs, and it doesn't have to be high, but we're gonna travel back as we do that. So I want you to find down dog eventually. And then ripple forward to plank, chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. And then reach your right leg up. Now we're going to travel forward through those hop switches. So it doesn't have to be high. It can be low. And keep hugging in, feeling the support of the core, the hips, the legs. And then land on your left leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften the left knee a little. Get strong through the right leg. So reach through the knee, back through the ball of the foot. And then hug the skin of the left hip back as you stretch your front spine out. Take a full breath. And then just fold over that leg. Drop your head. And then plant your palms, hop that foot back a little. Lean the weight towards the fingertips and split them out apart and just find those hop switches. It doesn't have to be high, but travel back to downward facing dog. And then take your vinyasa. And then stretch your right leg out there. Knee to nose. Now draw your right knee to your right upper arm, and I want you to internally rotate your leg. So point your foot, draw your heel to your left. Now externally rotate, draw your heel to your right, and try to keep your right knee as close to that right arm as you can. Draw your heel in, internally rotate, point. Draw it out, externally rotate, and flex. So keep moving like that, trying not to move the axis of the knee to your best ability. So you're just sweeping the heel in and out. It's harder than it looks. And then leg up and back. Inhale. And you can hop and switch or just step to crescent lunge. And then rise up. Take a breath, lengthen the tailbone, hug your hips in, and then come halfway forward. Now lean the weight into the right foot, warrior three. Gather your belly, you can fly your arms back. Inhale for crescent lunge. Lengthen the tailbone down, look up. Exhale, just take your vinyasa. Step back or skip it entirely if you want. And then stretch your left leg up there. Inhale, thigh to chest. Now keep your shoulders over your wrists. Bring your left knee towards your left upper arm. It doesn't have to touch, but then internally rotate the thighs, so swing your heel in and point your foot. And then externally rotate, I think it helps to flex your foot, heel out. So heel in and point. Heel out and flex. Shoulders plug. Try not to move from the axis of the left knee. You're swinging your shin in and out. So try not to move that left thigh. Try not to lift the hips too high either. Keep lifting to the right thigh, reaching back through the heel. 3, 2, leg up and back. 1. Ooh la la. So step the left foot between or hop and switch. Come right to crescent lunge. Strong legs. Front ribs back. Take an inhale, look up. Vinyasa. Take it through. Good, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, step or hop feet to hands. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold and empty. And then have your block on the highest level under your right shoulder and come all the way up to stand. Take a breath in and then thumbs to heart and just notice. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward and down. And then stand on the right leg. Inhale, supported warrior three. And then standing splits. Fold over the right leg. Reach through the extension of the left knee, so we tend to bend the extended leg at the knee. Keep it strong and powerful by flexing, pointing, or flointing your left foot. And then hug the outer hips in. I just want you to bend your right knee. We're coming to warrior three from the ground up, so sweep the arms. You don't have to come all the way to parallel through the torso, but feel the strength and support of the legs, the hip flexors, the core. And then my bad, take your block to the left side of the mat, right hand to hip. We're gonna find revolved half moon. I want you to use the block. So take the skin of the right hip back, reach through the left leg, use that active articulation, then find your twist. So it feels a little more supported, but strong. Really finding the center line as you push down through your left palm, reach up through your right fingertips. Hug the thighs in, back through the belly. 3, 2, and then take your block with you for crescent lunge. 1. So you're grabbing onto the long ends of the block, or the short ends of the block, arms overhead. Now get straight through that left knee as much as you can as you lengthen your tailbone down and knit back through your front ribs. Take an inhale, keep that. Exhale, just side bend to your right without allowing that right hip to swing out. Put a little pressure of your palms into the block there. Take one more full breath. Inhale, come up. Now just take the block in your right hand, take it somewhere to the back right corner, and then plant your palms down, use your core, sweep your right leg up. Standing splits now on the left leg. And then inhale and lengthen. On your exhale, block under your right hand, soften your left knee, skin a left hip back. So using the block to find revolved half moon now on the left leg. Slow down the breath. Good, then look down. Just remove the block to the side or scoot it forward if you can. We're going to come to down dog with the right leg remaining up and then drop your left elbow. And then you can hop your left foot in a little, but we're going to roll that right hip open as you take your right palm in line with your left elbow. You might stay. A lot of strong work just by staying. You might shift elbow or shoulder over your left elbow and then maybe explore your balance. So you push down, lift up. And then just take it through your vinyasa. Walk the right hand forward. Lift the left elbow, chaturanga. Take a full breath. And then look to the hands. Step or hop feet to hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand. Fold forward, exhale. So we're going to do that again. We're going to start on the left leg, however. Supported warrior three on the left leg. The blocks to the right corner of the mat on the highest level. And then fold into it initially. Extend through your right knee as you reach out through the right foot. Hug the skin of the left hip in. And then keep that strength and support of the legs as you just start to pursue your warrior three. You can use your hands to support you or reach your arms back. Notice if you lost the extension through the right knee, lost your belly, right hand to block. Take it right under your shoulder. Left hand to left outer hip. Guide that outer hip back and then twist. Revolved half moon. Keep actively hugging in. Take one more full breath. And then come up to Crescent Lunge and take the block with you between the hands. And then lengthen your tailbone down as you extend through the right knee. And then draw the front ribs back. Keep that inhale and just side bend left. So it doesn't have to be a lot. Keep hugging the skin of the left hip back, however, as you actively lift through the chest, push through the feet. Take an inhale. And then exhale, come up. Block in the left hand and just take it off to the left corner and then come up. Left leg high, down dog splits. And just fold over that right leg. You can bend the knee as much as you need. And then take the block under your left hand. Flat back, right hand to hip. And then revolved half moon, twist to your right. Lengthen through the left side body. Take one more full breath in. Good, and then slowly just look down. You'll just move your block off to the side. Walk your hands forward, and then bring your right elbow down. Now roll your left hip open as you walk your left palm in line with the elbow. And then drop your ear to your bicep. You can wing that left elbow out. You might just rock to the ball of the foot as you look underneath you. But reach actively through that left foot. Hug in actively through the right hip and shoulder. 3. You might get out your shoulder over elbow. Maybe explore your balance, taking a few hops. And then take your vinyasa. Good, and then take a moment there, child's pose or sit up in Virasana. Just mobilizing those toxins in your body and giving them an escape route through your pores, through your breath. Good, and then come into modified side plank on your right knee. Let's get that right knee back a little bit with the toes curled under. So it's not right stacked under your hip, but a little bit towards your left foot, and then float your left foot up. Stretch your left arm up as well. And then hover your right hip as you sweep the leg forward, and then lift it up. And then hover that hip, lift it. So the left top leg goes forward, and then it goes in line with the hip as you lift. Twice more. And then we'll bend the left knee, and then get the heel, the knee, somewhere behind the sole of the right foot as you hover the right hip. So it's like a pinwheel, and then inhale, extend. Now forward and hover right hip. Inhale, lift. You're gonna bend the knee as you drop the knee behind the right foot, hover, but don't sit on it. And then lift up, and then hover the hip, extend the leg. One more. Inhale, bend the knee, get it somewhere behind the right foot as you hover your right hip. Inhale, lift, and then hover hip, extend the leg forward. Modified side plank to tabletop. You can find a cow, maybe a cat, and then let's go right to the second side. So get that knee somewhat behind your left hip, right leg up. And then just hover the hip, draw the top leg forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lift. Keep gathering all around the spine, not trying to become too rigid in the low back. Feeling the outer hips more than anything. Last one before we add on. So we'll bend the right knee for modified side plank. Get that knee somewhere behind the left foot or in that vicinity as you hover the left hip again. And then inhale, lift it up, extend the knee, and then hover the hip, extend the leg forward in front of you. Inhale, exhale, bend the knee, sit it behind, hover the hip. Keep the left elbow straight the whole time. Inhale, and then exhale, leg forward, hover. Twice more. So slow is key. Slow it down. Let it be awkward. Good. Tabletop. Just find a cow, cat, and then downward facing dog. Drop your head, relax your neck. Wrap your triceps down, spin your inner biceps up. Ripple forward to plank. Side plank on the right hand. Now you have the option to drop the knee. We're gonna hover the hip, working more into the rotator cuff now, but then lift the hip and step your left foot forward. Half moon on the left leg, roll that right hip to stack as you reach your right arm up. And then right back to side plank on the right hand. Hover the hip, hook your right shoulder in the socket, inhale, lift. Step your left foot to your right thumb. Left hand down, open in a half moon. Feel that hip support. And then back to side plank. Hover, we're gonna add on. So this might be enough for you, whether you're modifying or not. If you want, you can feed the right leg through and tap the foot. So it's a pistol, and then knee to chest as you unravel and open. If you don't want that, don't take it. Side plank hover. Let's do 3 more. Lift, step slowly, maybe feed the back leg through. Half moon on the left leg, open up, breathe in. 2 more. One more. Feel the breast support. And then come into your side plank, hover, lift, second side. Left hand, you can drop the knee or not. Hover that hip, lift, step right foot to thumb. Right hand in front of foot, maybe use a block, half moon, inhale. Expand, exhale, side plank. Hover the hip. Inhale, lift, reach. Step heel to thumb. Half moon, firm the right hip in, roll the left hip open. Exhale, side plank. Hover the hip. We're gonna add on. As you lift the hip, step forward. Maybe that pistol, back leg through. Lift the chest. Rewind, half moon, inhale. 3 more, side plank hover, exhale. Step it forward, inhale, pistol. Exhale, half moon, take a breath in. Moving from your center, hover hip, side plank. Step it forward, inhale, pistol. Exhale, transition. Half moon, breath in. Last one. Side plank hover, downward facing dog. Good, ripple forward to plank. Exhale back to dog. Twice more like a wave, ripple forward. Exhale back to dog. One more, ripple forward. Chaturanga to the belly. And then take your arms forward with your forehead down. Zip up your low belly. So lift your low belly as you push down through top thighs, feet, and pubic bone. And then keep that zipping up of low belly. We're just going to swim our arms and legs. So lift your left leg, right arm. And then switch. And then switch. And then switch. Keep zipping up the low belly. Now bring everything down. Lift your head just to graze. And then flutter. Point your toes, extend through the knees, hug into the center line. Doesn't have to be a big range of motion. Keep zipping up your low belly. 3, 2, 1. Pause, hold, be static. Locust. Sweep the arms back, legs wide. Look forward. Look down, zip up, arms overhead. Feet together. Arms back, inhale, legs wide. Exhale, zip up, low belly, arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, draw it out. And then take the arms forward. Sweep it back. And then forward. Take a breath in. Bring it all down. Good. Plant the palms under or beside the floating ribs. Roll the shoulders on your back body. Take an inhale, up dog or cobra. Child's pose, exhale. And just sit back for a moment. Let that work land. Good. Downward facing dog. So inhale, stretch your right leg up. Exhale, you can hop and switch or step. Push your hands, you might take more than one hop. We're coming to Crescent Lunge. I'm gonna find some twists. Reach your arms up, tailbone down, front ribs back. Let's first find Humble Warrior. Ground your left heel, open through the chest. I think that'll feel good. When doesn't this posture feel good? Take a breath in, one of my favorites. Humble Warrior. If it's not one of yours, I'm sorry. Someday it might be. Let's feel that active opening of the chest. Drawing the shoulder blades together, breathing into the kidneys as you just let your head go. Take a full breath. Now keep the class, just come halfway forward, spin now to the ball of the left foot. So it's like we're going into Warrior 3, but I want you to bring thumbs to heart here. Take an inhale, plug your shoulder heads back, stretch your front spine out. Now elbow to knee twist. So lengthening the center line, squeeze your feet together, thighs together. Lift through the left side body, roll open through the right side chest. So all those components of revolved half moon here. So you're not sagging the right hip or jutting it out, you're hugging it in. Spin the chest open, soften through the sides of the neck. Take a full breath. One more full breath in. Standing splits. Bring your hands down and fold. Don't just lay in that right hip and pull on your low back. Soften that right knee as you need to. Gather your low belly in. And then hop and switch. Option, take it right through your vinyasa. Option 2 is just travel back to your down dog. Take your vinyasa from there. So if you're hopping and switching, take a few of those. Just try to land light. It doesn't have to be high. And if you want from switch hopping chaturanga, bend your elbows in air. Inhale, upward facing, downward facing. Take a full breath. Just welcome whatever came from that work. And then reach your right leg up. And just step it between your hands. Warrior two. Hug your right hip in, and then as you inhale, keep your right arm reaching. Come halfway forward, side angle. But then push your left foot and lift through the inner arch. Keep firming the right hip in. And then inhale, straighten both legs. Arms overhead as you bend the knee halfway forward. So inhale, we'll keep the right arm up, straighten the legs. Bend the knee halfway forward. Inhale, both arms up. Front ribs back. Exhale, bend the knee halfway forward. One more like that. Inhale, straighten that right knee. Release the left arm. Exhale, bend the knee halfway forward. Inhale, come up. Keep both arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knee halfway forward. And then try to lift the right side body as you hug your right hip in. And then push your left foot, lift through the inner arch so you turn on through the left inner thigh. 3. From your reverse warrior. Straighten both legs, spin on the right heel. Any variation you want, hands to hips if you want a cow face. We will be here again, so just remember which arm you have behind your back. Maybe another clasp behind your back. Letting this forward fold be the conduit to just letting go. Softening, releasing. Put more weight towards the toes. Lift the sits bones. Try to straighten through the inner knee. And then release your hands. You can inhale for a flat back and then just spin around. A wild thing might feel nice here, or just take it through your vinyasa. Choose your exit. Downward facing. Good, take a full breath. And then stretch your left leg high. So lean the shoulders forward. You can just step if you want, or take a few hops off your right foot. Play with, can I pike my hips up? Get enough hang time to switch my legs in air. And then come up for crescent. Ground your right heel, warrior one. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Lengthen the tailbone down, lift through the right inner thigh, pry your heart open, take an inhale, and then maintain all that as you tip forward from your pelvis. And then let the head go. Come to a flat back. Keep your clasp and spin to the ball of your right foot. Draw your left hip in, and lengthen the rib cage out, and then thumbs to heart as you twist. So from the axis of the spine, get elbow to knee. Reaffirm the strength and support the articulate precision you can have by drawing your awareness to allow your muscles to work for you efficiently. Take one more full breath. And then just look down. We're coming right to standing splits on the left leg. Extend through your right knee. Spread through your right toes. Drop your head. And then get your hands down. You can hop and switch back to dog. Take your vinyasa. Or hop and switch 3 to 4 times, top of mat, landing light. And then choose your exit if you want a chaturanga from the hopping or the handstand. Downward dog, and then float your left leg up there. And just step it between your hands and set up for warrior 2. Heel to arch alignment. You can straighten that left leg if you need to for a moment. And then rebend the knee. Reach the arms out, palms down. And we'll just take our right hand alongside our right hip. As you flip the palm and hinge to your left, pause. Hug your left hip in and push your right foot to turn on the whole inner right thigh. Lift through the left side ribs. And then inhale and straighten the left knee, both arms overhead. Maintain that as you bend the left knee over ankle and tip. Take a full breath. On your exhale, come up, straighten the knee. Just release the right arm, side angle, halfway forward. Inhale up and straighten, both arms overhead. Side angle. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, halfway forward. Just the left arm. Inhale, come up. Both arms overhead. Exhale. Hinge. Take a full breath in. And then come up. Spin on the left foot. Prasarita. So your variation of the arms as you fold in. And then release your hands. Take an inhale and find a flat back. Pivot around to frame your left foot. Wild thing, or just choose your exit, taking that left leg over. Vinyasa. Good, come to downward facing dog. And then bring your knees down. Cross your ankles and take a seat. And then take your feet out in front of you and just bend the knees and roll all the way back. And then set your feet up for bridge. So arms alongside you there. And then lift the hips. Clasp your hands, lift the heart. Feel out your feet as you gather your shoulder blades. Hug back through your belly. Stay or find wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana. If you're in wheel, soften the elbows
squeeze your shoulder blades together and then propel your chest through the arms. Feel that support. Activation of the shoulders. Create space in the front body. All the muscles along the spine. And then release when you're ready. And then just knock your knees together with the feet wide. And just start to windshield wiper the knees side to side. Moving through nice and easy. Just giving a nice massage to the sacrum. And then come back to center and just draw your right knee to your chest with your left leg long. Interlace your hands around the top of the shin. Drop the shoulders. And then stay or interlace behind the back of the leg. You might point and flex the foot. And then find a half happy baby. Left hand to hip. You can extend that leg out to the right. Let the left hip be heavy. And then when you're ready, guide it across for your supine twist. And then second side. Just extend the right leg long, left knee to chest. Actively pull the thigh in. Hug back through the belly. And let the shoulders drop towards the floor. And then half happy baby, grab around the blade edge of the foot. Right hand to hip, you might extend the leg off to the left. And then take it across for your twist. Soften through your right glute. And feel the pelvis sink. Again, inhale, inflate through the rib cage. The belly. And then exhale. Just come back through center. And then set up for Shavasana.
You might use a prop, maybe it's a blanket or a sweatshirt or even an eye pillow, block. It can be nice to indulge in a prop or two so you feel really comfortable in Shavasana. And it's not just this place we go before we close. And go on with our day, but rather this time for our body to interpret the work that we put in, our mind to digest, the space we created. And our cells to receive that new information. So much happening just by letting go. And if you notice the mind starting to wander, you might count the breath in for 4. And then count the breath out for 6 or maybe even 8. Just let it come back to the moment. Watching and observing. Taking this precious time to listen to your inner knowledge, your inner teacher. Feel the nourishment within this moment of stillness. And if you feel like there's some static, if you have a lot on your mind and you have the time, you might stay. Otherwise, you can start to make your way, if you choose, into a comfortable seat. And just pausing and taking in and sensing just the richness of this practice and the state of the mind and the body, the spirit. Just bring your hands to your heart. Namaste.